One update on ATEEZ Jongho's injury, but did TripleS plagiarize IZ*ONE's Fiesta? Babymonster to debut in November? When Pigs Fly? Jini's response to her departure from Nmixx? Poor RIIZE and their hairstyles, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-Pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with the friends you don't have. And of course, as always, you can feel free to skip through to whatever subject interests you the most. But first, shout out to our first Halloween episode of K-Pop Cancelled. We dressed up as nudians. It was lots of fun, so go check it out. But let's get into the news. So, Jongho is back. Some time ago, it was announced that Jongho from ATEEZ was experiencing some leg pain, and so he had to return to Korea from his schedules to, of course, get treatment, and he ended up getting surgery. ATEEZ is Jongho to undergo surgery and go on temporary hiatus during recovery. This is the last we had heard of it, because of course he was experiencing extreme pain in his leg while in Los Angeles for KCON LA 2023. He flew back home to be diagnosed and treated while the rest of the group traveled to Mexico for the Latin American leg of their ongoing The Fellowship Break the Wall World Tour, which has since concluded. However, in a recent update, KQ has announced the following. Hello, this is KQ Entertainment. Please read the following notice regarding ATEEZ member Jongho's improvement in health condition and status for future schedules. Back in August, Jongho was diagnosed with a meniscus rupture and has since undergone surgery and rehabilitation treatment. Currently, he is able to walk and engage in light exercise as part of his daily routine. After extensive discussions with the artist, we have decided to proceed with his activities in a flexible manner so that he is not overloaded. Jongho will be returning to the group's activities starting with the upcoming M Countdown in France. However, in order to ensure a full recovery, Jongho will avoid intense choreography and perform on stage while sitting or standing. Once again, we apologize for any concern this may have caused, and we assure you that we will continue to prioritize the artist's recovery and complete healing. Thank you. So of course, this is really exciting news for fans that he's doing much better, and of course that they'll be able to see him at M Countdown France. Now, when I was scrolling through TikTok this morning, I was just seeing a bunch of posts about this.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
So yay! TripleS have been in the news recently because one of their B-sides from their most recent album bears quite striking similarities to IZ*ONE's Fiesta. So the song in question is called Rhodante. Rhodante? What is that? Anyways, as soon as the song was released, a lot of people were saying, like, is this not just straight up plagiarism? People saying the songs are literally sisters, basically the same. Others just simply enjoying the similarities, right? And actually, the lovely Jackie sent me this song yesterday, asking me what I thought it sounded like. And I was listening to it, and then it was getting into the pre-chorus, and then I was like, oh, Fiesta. So let's take a minute to look at both songs and compare them together. So here's Rhodante. The beginning beats have a very fun little beat, I don't know. So similarly, we have these kind of like brain tickling instrumentals, right? Oh my god, it's so weird seeing Taewon like this. My goodness. Like, I don't know Fiesta that well. Obviously, like, I know of Fiesta. I haven't, like, streamed it or anything. But it is really interesting to hear them side by side like this. Oh, so now we're getting into the pre-chorus. Okay, let's get to it. Oh. I definitely see the similarity, of course. Even the first instrumentals that I heard for Rhodante was like, I was like, oh, it reminds me of IZ*ONE. But it was really when we get to that pre-chorus, I was like actually starting to sing Fiesta. But the question remains, is this plagiarism? Well, interestingly, it seems that the same producer is behind both the songs, so let's take a look. TripleS gets accused of plagiarizing IZ*ONE's Fiesta, but there's an unexpected twist. So it seems that Ahyeon is behind both songs. Not only did he lead the production, but he also took charge of the arrangement of the instrumentals for both songs. This revelation dissolved the plagiarism accusations. After all, how could it be plagiarism if it's from the same creator? So if we take a look at Fiesta by RIIZE and we look at the songwriters, here we have his name. If we look at TripleS's credits as well, his name is there again. However, I still think this leaves us with a very interesting question as well, because can you plagiarize yourself? I mean, I guess technically no, right? Because you created it the first time and you make something similar the second time. But from a company point of view, is that really the case? Because if you're creating songs for different people and you end up creating almost exactly the same song, doesn't that look badly on the company and the group? So like, yes, you created both songs, I get that, but surely there's like an ethical question behind it as well. Like if we all agree that the songs are way too similar, right? Like, do you know what I mean? Do you get where I'm trying to get at here? Here's what some K-Netizens had to say. Are they insane? They really said Violeta, Fiesta plus Violeta. Is this Fiesta or Violeta? What is this? This is literally Violeta. The moment I heard it, I went, what, out loud? What is this? The song is good though. It's just funny at this point. So again, even if it's not plagiarism because it's the same producer, it would still, I feel like, cause a conflict of interest, wouldn't it? So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Moving on to some Babymonster news, because previously we had announced that their debut had been delayed indefinitely. Because of course, as we all know, they were supposed to debut in September. We're literally 12 days into October. Well, it turns out YG pulled a JK LOL. It was shared that we paid careful attention in selecting the title track in order to repay with the best result. Consequently, the girl group's debut was slightly delayed from September as we originally informed, and we asked for fans' understanding. To which a lot of fans honestly just didn't. Oh, well, how do I explain the dynamics of people and YG Entertainment and girl groups and delayed debuts? You know, people understood just because it's YG, but they weren't understanding in their hearts. However, now they have said all preparations are now complete. Once the official debut is made in November, they will continue going forward at full speed. So please show lots of interest. And they even shared the following photo, Babymonster, coming soon. So a lot of people have started to notice that there's no 7 in their logo anymore. Of course, when YG was like teasing the fact that he was eliminating 2 members and then he didn't eliminate those 2 members, the logo for Babymonster ended up having a 7 in it to signify the 7 members that totally nobody expected to have in the group. So not only do we see that the 7 is gone from the logo, but a lot of people for a while now have been wondering where is Ahyeon, because of course she wasn't spotted at Blackpink's Soul Finale concert, and it seems she hasn't also been present on social media all that much or at all. But it seems YG also gave an update on that. YG Entertainment gives an update about Ahyeon amidst speculations of her leaving Babymonster. It only answers part of the questions raised by fans. Ooh, the drama. So basically, YG didn't specify in its latest notice about the final lineup of Babymonster either, but a representative told JTBC that Ahyeon is also preparing for her debut. But as for the debut being delayed and now announced for November, which do we believe? First of all, leave it down in the comments below if you believe that's going to happen. Personally, I'm not holding my breath, but here's what some K-Netizens have to say. I felt their debut would be delayed even if they had filmed their music video, but they haven't even filmed it yet. Let me know after they debut. You can't believe them until after the music video comes out. If they say November, it means February of next year. I'm no longer interested. No one seems to believe that they are debuting in November. I mean, can you blame anybody? The 4th generation groups are too strong, so they will have to prepare well to succeed. I guess they will debut in February. They always delay by 3 months, so we'll keep an eye out for the 3-month rule for sure. I guess they're debuting next year. If they haven't even filmed their music video yet, then it must mean they will debut next year. Okay, 2024 it is. So, of course, the debut is shrouded? Consumed in doubt? Don't try to be poetic right now. There's nothing poetic about Harp. Well, that's a lie. So there you have it. Their September debut is now tentatively, we'll say tentatively for YG. I'll put that word in there for them for November. But do any of us believe that that's the real question? So leave it down below. When you think they're actually going to debut? I've asked so many times already, when do you think they're going to debut? When do you think they're going to debut? I'm a little annoyed at this point. So we all remember Jini, right? The former Nmixx member who left Nmixx about a year into their debut. Well, she has since made her own solo debut. Now, the question of why Jini left Nmixx has plagued everyone because JYP basically just said, you know, due to personal reasons she left. But what are the personal reasons? We're curious creatures and we need to know. To be a fly on JYP's wall. Well, at her debut showcase, it seems she was actually asked about her departure from Nmixx. Let's take a look here. Jini addresses Nmixx departure during album showcase. Old questions linger. I love the drama they bring each time. So she was asked by a member of the media why she had left Nmixx. And the MC responded, actually, it's hard to reveal the reason in detail. Also, that is a personal question. Right now, this is a place for her to showcase her album. However, it seems that Jini also directly answers this question. Regarding this, it is hard for me to tell you as it is for personal reasons, but I am ready to promote diligently during my solo debut. This is basically what we already knew. It was personal reasons. Now, obviously, I respect her decision to not say anything, right? I think it was quite bold of a reporter to ask that, thinking she would give any new information, any new answer. And the fact that the MC answered like, this is a personal question, this is actually like for her to showcase her debut, leads me to wonder if like the reporter went rogue or something. Like, you know, that's just not something you ask, and I don't think it's something you're even allowed to ask, right? Because I've heard sometimes that in interviews, celebrities can have like a list of things that you're allowed to ask them and then things that are completely off limits. Unless it was on purpose to, I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know. Of course, I respect her decision to not say anything, but it doesn't stop my heart from wanting to know. Now, is this really news? Not really, but people are talking about it and I want to talk about it too. Poor RIIZE. It seems that they are constantly in forums, in the headlines because of their hairstyles. Now, when RIIZE first made their debut, who was of course SM's new boy group featuring Shotaro and Sungchan, who were previously part of NCT, but then they got kicked out to be put in RIIZE, and I have a lot of feelings about that. Maybe we'll save that for a podcast episode because... But the first thing you might have noticed about the group is their first gen inspired hairstyles, which I thought personally was really fun and fresh. Not everyone though. A lot of people thought that the hairstyles were actually super outdated and didn't make them look good. Now, I have to admit, in theory, the hairstyles are like fun and fresh and, you know, super retro and a take back. But when you watch some RIIZE content, sometimes you question it. You're just like, who styled that hair? Like, it's fine to have that hair, but sometimes but sometimes I do have to admit they did Sohee a little dirty. But this has been a conversation for a while, really. What's with their hair? RIIZE members' hairstyles criticized as being outdated. So if we just look at their hair, it's mostly quite natural colors, right? I see this criticism a lot for Sungchan and Sohee right here. Because in theory, the rest of the members is really not too bad. Like, of course, they're not styled like a typical K-pop. Anyways, with some K-Netizens commenting, really, what's with their hair? They're all good looking, but their hair ruined it. What in the world? What's with their hair? Is it the 90s? Oh, lol. They did their hair. Their hair is aggravating. SM did them wrong. Their hair is bad, but their makeup is bad too. It looks like old Japanese idols' hairstyles. They need to change hair jobs. Did no one stop them? All their hairstyles is taking away from their good looks. I even came across this post that shows Sungchan's hair right now versus his hairstyle in the past, and it really shows the difference that a hairstyle can make, right? He doesn't even look like the same person, honestly. Now, again, personally, I think it's kind of charming because it is like back to basics. You know, I've made so many videos about 5th gen K-pop and the allure of simplicity in this new generation, if you want to check out any of those videos. So I do think it's charming, but I have seen some pictures of Sohee where I'm like, the whole point of it is to not be glam. We see Sungchan with his basic hairstyle next to him all glammed up, but that was 4th gen and we're in 5th gen right now. And 5th gen just isn't glamorous. You guys gotta get with the times. That's all I'm saying. You just don't get it like I do. No, but I don't know. Well, the group recently changed their hairstyles and people are still not happy about it, so let's take a look. RIIZE continues to face comments about their hairstyles despite sporting a new look at the Fact Music Awards. Okay, so really we have finally, so he has a better hairstyle. I actually like this hairstyle a lot more. Sungchan also looks like it looks like kind of the same, right? Just a bit longer. Wonbin, love the hair, amazing. But the actual crime here was cutting Shutter's luscious locks. And that's all I'll say. With again, K-Netizens commenting, this is seriously bad. I think the stylist has less skill than I do. Does the hairstylist not know what works? All hope I had for an improvement is gone. Their hair is so bad. Where is the hair shop? It's actually a skill to make handsome kids look that bad with their hairstyles. Did they fight with their hairstylist? The hairstylist must be their anti-fan. This was the best they can do. It's worse than before. Why? What the heck? Wow, how can they ruin Anton's hair like that? They seriously need to rethink the hair shop they go to. And actually on that note of their hair, there's this picture that's been going around. They kind of look like RIIZE, Wonbin Anton. Kind of. And these two people are apparently D.O. and Lee Kwang-soo, which is just really funny because even down to like the facial expressions, if you look at the side by side. So again, I still maintain that this is 5th gen Zolor. But of course, I'd love to know what you think. Do you think the hairstyles are outdated and take away from the group's potential in some way? Or do you think it's just fresh and fun and 5th gen boring core? Now let's move on to a little segment that I like to call Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently. Aespa have announced a comeback for November for their 4th mini album titled Drama. Chungha signed with J Park's label More Vision. 21's Lonely music video reached 100 million views. Jongho did a cover of Park Hyo-shin's Sunflower for his birthday, and Jini did a jazz rendition of her single You and Me. It's just you and me. I miss when YG used to do this so frequently, especially with 21. Like, I don't care reggae version or so-and-so version, acoustic version, this version, that version. So many like live performances of these different versions of these songs. So I'm really excited for this. In terms of recent music videos, we have Chu with Underwater, Bobby's F, Ailey's Ratata with Little Cherry, of course Jini's Come On with Amine. Moving on to our K-pop song of the day, which is actually the song that I've had in my head all morning, Bite Me by Enhypen. So I remember putting Bite Me into Rainy Day. I think I didn't like, I enjoyed the vibes of it at first, but it wasn't like love at first sight or anything, but I keep hearing it. It's you and me in this world, naked with the shit. It's you and me in this world, naked with the shit. I kept saying timing. This is a bit dirtier. So into my playlist it goes, and I'll let you know how it goes. And actually on that note, Audrey sent me this yesterday. So basically the chorus of Bite Me of Enhypen is similar to Avant qu'elle parte of Section d'Assaut. Interesting. Do you hear the similarity? Also, I didn't know Enhypen's like whole entire concept was vampires. I was reading some comments and like their whole thing is vampires. I didn't know that. Like, don't look at me and think like, Angelina, what did you think Bite Me was about? I'm not stupid, okay? I just didn't know their whole thing was vampires. Like, is that true? Was it really been? Like, when they're like dazed and confused, they're still like sucking blood? I don't know. Now, in terms of Tik Toks, I only have a couple of them, so I'm gonna save them for next time. I know you guys really love the TikTok section. I just couldn't really find any. So seriously, tag me in the funny things you see on TikTok and I'll try to react to them here. Because I was so excited too. I'm like, oh, yay. I was going to look for them and I'm like, oh, okay. So that is basically it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!